Thank you, everybody, for joining us here tonight. My name is Sarah Hatfield, and I'm the CTE director here at South Kitsap School District. And Greg Kilpatrick, our assistant director here, and technology genius, thank gosh, because that is not me. So we're going to do some more introductions here in a moment, but we're going to go ahead and start with Rising for the Colors. So please stand. Color guard, march on the colors.
Hold, and none, hold, colors, road, out. Color go, hold, go, hold. Ready, cut, white, have to go, left, face, rest and toe, rest. Ready, one, color go, three, colors. Ready, cut, freeze and colors. Alright.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Three, colors. Ready, cut, hold go, colors. Ready, cut, white, face, hold, colors, hold, mode, mode.
Thank you. You may be seated. That's a tight fit, so nice job on those guys. Everyone's still standing? Okay. So first, I'll thank the color guard group there. Canionzato, Mayberry, Charlatan, and Neely. That was our color guard presenting tonight for ROTC. I'm going to ask Miss Rourke to come on up. Miss Rourke, can you hear me? Come here. Bring your team. So we're going to bring up the people who prepared. It actually was a multi-class effort, but really through our ProStart program. So Stevie Rourke is the teacher in that ProStart program, and she's going to introduce some of the students tonight that did the charcuterie boards and had the vegan option and did the cupcakes and a lot of practice. It's a great opportunity. They haven't been able to do a lot of events. So getting the actual opportunity to do an event was awesome, and were creative about, we didn't really feel comfortable doing a full food service yet, but kind of gave them a few things to run with and came up with something more beautiful than I could have even imagined. So thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. So these guys volunteered to stick around, and this is our first service of the year, and we haven't been able to do a service for close to 3 years, so we're really excited. We hope you guys like it. This is Sade, who's in ProStart 1. This is Katie, also in ProStart 1. Maddie in ProStart 1, and Haley in ProStart 1, and who's taking ProStart 2 next year? So, everybody, yes. Enjoy.
Thank you. So again, another great representation of the program. And we have Matthew Swagger here and Greg Pickard who are helping with audio visual. And I will say we also have some people joining us via Zoom tonight. We kind of gave that option out there for both people. And trying to figure out how that would all work, the schematic that Matthew drew up to make it happen, I'm amazed, and it's working. So I have no idea how, but it is. So thank you to them. And then we also have Reesley Chalk, who's doing photos and pictures for us, right? She's been chasing me around trying to say stand still to get one. So I think we got one though, right? We did pretty good. So thank you for that. And then some of our dignitaries here tonight from our school board. We have John Berg, Jeff Daly, Kate Espy, and Jeff Wilson. We also have our superintendent, Tim Winters, Dr. Tom Edwards, And Dr. Andy Rogers, I saw him there. Thank you, Andy. Here with us tonight, and then supporting us from the high school, Mr. Dave Goodwin and Charlotte Cole, an assistant principal. And we have a few other people I think that are going to be rolling in, and if they do, I will introduce them as well. But thank you to all of you for your support. We would not be able to do the amazing things that these kids do without your support. And then really the people I want to thank. Tonight is a lot of work. A lot of people don't know after this event we get to go to what's called our advisory committee. And so thank you to our advisory members that are here. So it's a long night for the teachers and the advisory members, but they're really what help guide and support our programs. And they get to go to a really fun meeting after this part. But the amount of work that goes in just to prepping that meeting, to prepping tonight, Liz Oliver, our bookkeeper, Heidi Dusek, our career center counselor, Susie Nass, everybody really pitches in. I think of nothing and they make all of this beautiful stuff happen. So beyond thankful for everything that they have done. We got a lot of calls from teachers about how they even preloaded some of their templates for tonight, so that took some of the work off of their plate. So can't even thank them enough for that. I'd also like to thank just our community partners again, like I said, that are here tonight with us. And then the students and parents that we're here to recognize. Your students wouldn't be here without the parents. I was asked recently in an interview what my favorite program was, which I feel like is the biggest setup question you could ever get, right? What it's not, no. I would say it was an easy answer for me because I didn't have to say what my favorite program is, because my favorite part of our programs are the people. The amount of work that the teachers and students have put in to get through these last 2 years, it's awesome to be here to have this event here together in person. It was awesome to be able to have kids in class actually touching cars, making food, working in the student store, actually taking pictures, getting to work with real cameras. It's been amazing and extremely difficult transitioning back. So my favorite thing about what CT has to offer is the opportunities that it gives the kids, and that would not happen without the extreme over-dedication that many of our teachers put in. So thank you to you guys for sure. And I will say a special thank you to my wife, Deborah Durup, who is here, and our kids that are at home, and to all of your families of those teachers that support you through the ups, the downs, the long nights, the positive moments, the ones where you think you're gonna break, but they're the ones that pat you on your back and get you back there the next day. So when you go home tonight, hug them and say thank you to those people that are your support system, because we wouldn't be here without them either. So, and this is a time that somebody tells me I forgot somebody or I did good, because they even make me these awesome lists and check them off as people come in. So thank you so much. So now we're going to move to the really great part of this evening, which is recognizing each of our students in the programs. The way this is going to work is I'm going to introduce the teacher or the program, and then the teacher that's going to come up, I'll introduce them, and then they will introduce their student. Their slideshow will show. We will give you your gift, and then we'll ask the student to share who they brought with them tonight, and they wrote that down. A program high point and what they have future goals. And traditionally, we've mostly done seniors, but what we've really found coming back from the pandemic time is that there are kids that have risen at every different area. So these are really the top kids that have represented the program, whether it be multiple years or really strongly throughout this year coming back. It was hard, I'll use automotive as an example. Advanced automotive kids, you know, they're not really advanced after a year of not touching a car, but a lot of them were able to do that and excel and be strong. So those are the kids that we're here to recognize this evening. Now, I've asked the teachers to keep their comments to a minute. So if that won't happen, because I know I say a minute and they go 3, but that's okay. Or 4, but not 5, all right? We got a few kids to get through. So we will go ahead and get started with our student recognitions. And first off, we're going to start with applied math. Jen Bresser and Hillary Allen are our teachers in that program, so I'll invite you up to have a conversation.
Sarah, take off that windsock. It's disposable.
All right, I'm Jen Bressert. I teach the applied math program here at South Kitsap. I teach applied algebra 1, applied algebra 2, and financial math. And then this is Hillary Allen. She teaches our applied geometry, because geometry's geometry. We'll just say that. Tonight we are honoring, and he's kind of hiding, but he needs to come up. We are honoring Savali Camacho. And do we have a there? Yeah. Okay. Savali has actually been through our program quite a bit. He took applied geometry, I believe, online, correct? No,
no, he started in person.
it was the 2020 thing. Okay. And then in 2021, he was stuck with me for a year and then decided to come back to me again in financial math. And he has informed me that one of his favorite activities that we did was the very first one we did this year, where I made them all think as families in the Depression era, and they didn't understand that what their choices were doing were affecting other people. And he found out at the end that everybody just assumed his family had money, and they didn't, because I had taken it all away from them. And the reactions in the class and what they learned from that was pretty awesome. But so we felt we honored him because he stuck us through, and seems to enjoy it, and it seems like this is the right place for you.
All right.
Oh, for you.
Okay, so tonight I have my mom and my sister, who's sitting down over there, and what else? Oh, one thing that I liked about the applied math program is that they don't just throw a packet at you and say do it. They actually teach you all the stuff that you need to learn, and in Miss Bresser's case, she actually harps on you if you don't do your work, and in Miss Allen's case, she's very harping on you too. Yeah, honestly, it's just because they want you to pass and they want you to succeed, and the math that they teach is not hard at all. So easy pass, great teachers, and yeah.
We'll say easy to some.
Yeah, that's good.
My stairs don't look correct, so I need to work on my rising. Okay, up next, we're going to have Mr. Pickard with video technology.
We did switch it around.
All good. All right, guys, I'm Greg Pickard. I am the video production instructor up here at the high school. We do a ton of events throughout the year, and I can honestly say Nathan's been involved with just about every facet of them. It goes from broadcasting events, leading and crewing and anchoring the daily WTV newscast, of course, all sorts of different story productions throughout the year, multi-camera events, and Nathan is nominated for 4 Student Emmy Awards, which we will find out. We don't have results for those yet. Those come June 6th, but it does mean his video is in the top 3 for those categories in all of Alaska, Washington, Oregon, Idaho, and Montana. And then he's done a tremendous job all the way through. He is our executive producer for our senior video this year. So if you are a club advisor, you've probably heard from him at this point. And he's going to be searching for content even still. And so you've done an awesome job. We're going to be sad to lose you. You're a big leader in the classroom, and it's been awesome to kind of get to know you. And the video program would not be the same if you weren't with us. So thank you.
I brought with me today my mom, Wendy, and my dad, Jason, over there, waving. This program has really been like integral to at least my high school experience. I've gotten to meet so many different people, so many different groups, and connect with a lot of people and really show their story. And I really like that, and really like showing things that are happening around the school that people might not know about. And yeah, that's, I guess, my favorite part of this entire thing. I'd like to thank Mr. Pickard and Swagger for being there every time I try to do anything. But yes, thank you.
Oh, Nathan, what are you doing after? What are you doing after SK?
Oh, I'm going to UW. Hi, I'm going to UW for at least I'm hoping to go to computational finance and yeah.
All right, thank you. Up next, and Greg did point out that we are going in reverse order because there were some teachers who say I'm always last, so we flipped it around. So look alive, you guys. We did change it up a little bit. So Mr. Williamson with our CAD and robotics program.
Good evening. I'm Merle Williamson. I teach the CAD, engineering, robotics, and architecture classes here. I nominated Lucia for my student of the year. We came in this year quite cold. Nobody had any beginning CAD experiences, and so I had a lot of students that just walked in the door and wondered, why are we here? And so we were able to train quite a few of them on all of our computer systems and such. And Lucia, she was able to come in, didn't say a whole lot, was pretty quiet, but she was really focused. And she learned all of our 3D software, our CAD software, and did a fabulous job on getting things together. She was focused primarily on advanced culinary, calculus, AP physics, but she also went into interior design in my architecture class. She has straight A's in every class that she took this year. She'll be going back to Madrid, Spain, at the end of June, and I wish I could find a way to keep her around. It's great to have in class.
I'm Lucia, and I brought with me today my host parents and two of my friends, Lily and Swell. And well, I always wanted to study architecture and interior design, but then I took this class and I realized that is what I want to do, like for in the future. So yeah, I'm so excited because I'm going back to Spain and I'm going to study architecture and interior design in the university.
And up next, Mr. Wynn with our wood technology program.
Hey everybody, how's it going? I just want to give a shout out. First of all, thank you for the delicious treats. They were awesome. Nothing like vegetables. Get your day going. But I mean that. Hey, I just want to. My name is Jeff Wynn, and this young man up here, the handsome one of the two right now, is Colin Starkel. Colin Starkel, you know, in one word, nails. This guy is awesome. Gold. I mean, what else can I say? I ask him to do something in class. He always does it, right? And he usually does it better than me, but I wouldn't tell him any otherwise. He kind of keeps things rolling. He's the one I look at and go, thank you, Jesus. I got somebody here who wants to learn how to do something really cool, right? All the time. Right now we're building boats. That's right. I mentioned building boats, and Colin's eyes lit up, and he dove right into it. And he's going to be one of the ones who will actually finish a boat this year, which to me is like monumental, right? We were going through the plans and things rolling, and I said, okay, now you got to do this, and you flip this over, and Colin's like, no, mister, when you're wrong. I go, no, I'm not wrong. What are you talking about, Colin? He goes, no, seriously, you're wrong. I go, no, you flip over like this. We called it a day, right? Well, the weekend, he comes back on that Monday or on Tuesday. That was a Friday. On a Tuesday, he goes, Mr. Wynn, I got to show you something. Look at the video. See this right here? You're wrong. I'm like, all right, you're right. I'm wrong. He's been like that the whole time. If anybody needs help, he's a person everybody goes to. I can't say enough great things about this kid. He's amazing. He truly is. And I'm very, very, very thankful that he decided to take my courses the last 4 years, right? All the way through, beginning wood shop and advanced and boat building and all that good stuff. So anyway, Colin, I just want to say thank you, buddy. You're awesome. You killed it. Thank you.
Okay, I have my mom and my dad with me. And my favorite part about boat building is not writing on paper or typing stuff and being able to actually build something and have something physical to have after.
All right. Enter in the workforce. All right. I'm going to have Mr. Disney come up for ceramics and introduce your student. I will say the student, it was nominated by 2 areas. So we did list that on there, but he's going to go ahead and talk about the student tonight. Yeah. I made them arm wrestle.
So my name is Josh Disney. This is Jake Mcgowan. And so starting from the time that I had him on Zoom, from him working, basically coming into class while he was in the loading bay of the bargain market. So he was working in class, getting everything knocked out, was able to still come in, be able to sit down, go through, do the work. And with each thing that I give him, even with just a couple minutes of instruction and being like, hey, if you're doing this, you'll be able to get this effect, he was able to take it and just improve. And by the end of the year, he's gotten to the point where I get to nerd out with like the chemistry of how the glazes are working. And like, he's shown me glazes and different effects that I haven't even taken the time to like research to that far for so long that it's like bringing back to that college discussions. So I'm super excited for being able to have him again next year. To be able to see how he progresses, and then also having somebody that hopefully he can put his stuff in galleries, have his stuff on exhibit. Some of his pottery is right over there. I encourage you to pick it up, see how it works. That black porcelain, I had not seen that. And he was like, I want to have it in class. I want to try it. And I'm like, all right, I haven't used it before. And that turned out to be one of my new favorite clays. So I appreciate him. Being able to come in and just crush it. Thank you.
I have my parents with me, and my favorite part of the ceramics program has probably been seeing my progress on the wheel from going from maybe making like one bowl in class every couple of days to being able to come in during a lunch period and throw a foot-tall vase in my free time. That's been pretty cool.
See you do it.
Yeah. There you go. Hold this when you hold out.
So he was also nominated in ASL, but I'll have ASL come up, Beth Cordy, to introduce your student.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Cordy. I teach ASL here at South Kitsap. This is Alex Erickson. He is such a motivated student. He just jumps into the deep end and he doesn't care what's going on. He wants to sign. He's not afraid to get up, chat with me without the interpreter. How's your weekend? He shows me pictures. We have conversations all the time without the interpreter. So he's one of my bravest students. He makes new friends very easy. He tells me when he meets deaf people. So this is very exciting. One great thing, the winter performance that we had, he was such a leader in the signs. He encouraged the other students to put those hands up and sign big. I mean, he has a passion and he is a motivated student, but I'm really sad today, Alex. This is your last day. He's moving out of state, so I'm a little disappointed and sad. So this is going to be part of his positive journey through language. Wherever he goes, he has this second language under his belt. So I've chosen you as our Student of the Year.
So tonight I brought my grandpa and my grandpa for tonight. The way that I enjoy being in high school is seeing face-to-face with teachers and my ASL teacher. We have fun communicating with each other. We using signs. Sometimes I like to be silent. So for my future plans, I like to go to a 4-year college anniversary and go Wolves.
Okay, up next, our photography student, Miss Lockhart. Laura Lockhart, I should say.
Hi, everybody. It is with a great honor that I introduce you. This is Kenny Gatlin, and he is the Photography Student of the Year. I'm kind of continuing. Miss Cordy talked a lot about leadership, and that's really what Kenny does. He loves to get in there, help people with what they need to learn, as well as being excited about photography overall. So, he leads by example with a positivity and focus that creates a learning environment and has a great sense of humor. So, congratulations.
So I brought with me my parents and my brother, and what I liked about the program was just walking around campus, like taking pictures, seeing like what's out there. Like I haven't really like fully walked around it until this class, so, and I'm only a sophomore, so I don't really know what I'm doing yet.
Up next, we have our Family Consumer Science group. And I'm not sure who, there's so many of them, so okay. Miss Oliver is coming up here tonight.
Okay, so I wrote down what I was gonna say because I hate public speaking, and I knew I wouldn't be able to wing it, and I'm already crying. So we nominated Haley Nass for our Student of the Year. I met Haley my first year here when I was student teaching. I didn't have her in class when I was student teaching, but I had heard about what an amazing student she was. The following year, I had her for an entire year in early childhood education, and now I currently have her for a full year in careers in education, as well as my TA. Haley has taken almost every single class that we offer in our department. I'm sure every teacher that has had Haley would agree she's truly a standout student. She's not only an incredibly hard worker, but she is motivated, meticulous, and really eager and excited about her education. Haley has really shown her passion for becoming a teacher in both my early childhood education and careers in education classes. She is currently completing an internship at Sydney Glen Elementary. Students are only required to go twice a week, but she goes every day after school. Haley will be attending Whitworth University in the fall on a full ride scholarship. At Whitworth, she plans to pursue her passion by studying elementary education. Later on down the road, after teaching, she does want to become a counselor. I can, without hesitation, say that Haley is going to be an astounding teacher and counselor one day. I will truly miss having her in class, and having her as a student has been an absolute honor, and I just can't wait to see where the world takes her.
Well, I brought with me tonight my mom, Susie, and my dad, Chad, and then my sister, Emily. And some of the things that I love best about the Family Consumer Science Department is how their classes really equip their students for life skills, but they're also just some of the kindest people that I've ever met. Like, they truly just care about every person, and it doesn't matter what like our careers end up being, they're just proud of us no matter what and are really supportive, and I just really appreciate that.
That is a sad one for many of us. That's our last Nass child going through, but they've both been amazing, and so, but we're hanging on to the mom and dad, so have fun, kids. They're stuck with us. All right, up next, Mr. Watson with automotive.
Hello, I'm Dave Watson with the automotive program here at South Kitsap. I nominated Cody for my student of the year. It should be student of the decade, or at least the 3 years I've had you. One of them doesn't count because we didn't get to see each other, but he's got the Midas touch. He's very good with automotive. He's very good in class. He's a very good mentor to the other students. We're still working on our engines in class. He finished his in 3 days, so now I put him to work helping me teach the others. So he's going to be sorely missed, but he's got a bright future ahead, and I'll let him tell you about that.
Hi. I brought my parents, my grandma, my girlfriend, and I plan on going into the Army and working on helicopters and attending UTI after that.
Okay, up next, game design with Mr. Erner.
Hi, so I'm Doug Erner. I teach the game design classes, and this is Emmy Miller, our student of the year, both for game design and 3D animation. Unfortunately, Ms. Tierney couldn't be here. So I guess I met Emmy last year, but there was these funny screens in the way. And in some ways, I'm kind of wishing we had them this year, just because it was not an easy thing. I think either teaching or being a student on Zoom. And Emmy showed up at class like every day, although I don't know that I saw you live until this year. And just, found a way to be present, to be funny, to, be something other than a black box that said Emmy Miller. And, sort of led the class in being present and engaging, and has continued to do that this year in person, and just creating all sorts of amazing stuff. And in the game design club has been just a real leader in just always pushing us forward and always making me kind of run to keep up. And I have the extreme good fortune of speaking about a junior and hoping that I have a TA for next year. So I will let you.
Hi, I'm Emmy. I have my mom, my stepdad, my grandparents, and my sister over there. I also have some family members online. I'm really just grateful for the game design, computer science, and 3D modeling programs. I feel like I found a really new and reliable way to express myself in a way that I kind of struggled to before. And just the experience of picking up programming and being like, hey, I can do this thing that's like perceived as hard by so many people, that just felt really good. It was really empowering. So I'm about to cry, not gonna lie. But yeah, thank you.
And I'll just make a clear announcement that it is okay to cry. When kids find their passion and teachers love what they're doing, let it out. That's why we're here. So bring them all the tears. Bring all the tears. We're ready for it. All right, yearbook, Miss Theresa Myers, we'll have you come up. I saw you. Just kidding. We're gonna flip-flop. I'm ready. No. You're already here. That's my mistake.
Good evening. I'm Theresa Myers. I am the yearbook advisor. I also happen to teach English here at South Kitsap High School. And one of the ways that I got to meet Ripley, first of all, was when she was in a publishers club at John Sedgwick. And so when she came up to South Kitsap and expressed an interest in your book, I was like, oh yes, please, we need you on this group. She's a junior this year, and as our associate co-editor for the yearbook, she has put in a tremendous amount of effort. We run a 300-page full-color publication every year. That's hardbound. I cannot tell you how much work that takes. But I can tell you that Ripley herself has taken over 2,000 photos this year alone. She's come to every opportunity that we've had to take photos here at school. She's made sure she's been a mentor to others in class. And just to give you an idea of how they feel about her, we held a vote for them to have class awards. And they all voted Ripley not only the most reliable, but also the most helpful. So that's from your peers. So her peers recognize and value what she does, and I am very delighted to as well. And so I, with great happiness, present you Ripley Alberfeld, our yearbook student of the year.
Hi, I'm with my mom here today, and I'm just really proud of all of yearbook for completing something that people are going to have forever. It's really important to the school, and I think we did a really good job making this publication. And I can't do it. It's okay.
next we have agriculture. Sorry about that. And are you guys all coming up? One of you, two of you? We have Mike Shepard, Travis Hoyle, Michelle Carter, our ag teachers here.
Give you my word, I won't cry. All right, it's been great watching all of you student of the year. Just amazing what all you guys accomplish, and I think any of the kids that made it through the last year and a half should be student of the year. I mean, it wasn't easy. And we got Emily here, Emily Wheat. And don't you think that's a great name for agriculture? Yeah. All right, I've had a lot of students over the last, 16, 17 years here. And a lot of students of the year. Most of them have been seniors. Emily's a senior. And I hate to see all of them go, but Emily's been something else. So I'm gonna really be sad to see her take off and go to WSU. Oh, wait, you were supposed to tell them that, weren't you? So, but we'll have her do that. But in agriculture, between the three of us, Miss Carter is an ag teacher and me, and where did Hoyle go? Oh, there you are over there, other side of Emily. Mr. Hoyle, and we try to choose a student that is the entire package, takes abundance of agriculture classes, is an FFA, has some kind of a project. Emily's projects have been livestock animals she raises and sells at the county fair, the spring fair. And how many animals have you raised? She's raised 4 animals in the last just couple years. So just really have enjoyed having Emily in my classes. She's in 2 of my classes now. And last year, was the Zoom year. And in veterinary science, that's a very difficult class to teach if you're not right there. I mean, you gotta learn all these skills and practicums, like opening surgery packs and removing sutures and filling a syringe and giving intermuscular injections and all that. And Emily went through all that. And to be able to come into my class this year, and I made her my TA, or did you volunteer to be my TA? One of the two. But she was able to, I trusted her to check off the other students on their skills because I'm that confident that she knows what in the heck she's doing around animals. So, Mr. Hoyle, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, so one of the other parts that Emily absolutely stepped on, and I'll just be quick about this, but she was a leader in the FFA program too. We were starting basically from the ground up with FFA. We lost everyone with COVID, and none of the students even knew what FFA was. And she was the very first person to really take this to heart and figure out what to do with the program, where to kind of go with the direction. So not only academically sound student, but a great leader as well.
I just wanted to talk about how my first impression of Emily and how that has followed through with everything that she's done. You guys all remember when it was 100, 110 last year. And you think it was hard for us. It's really hard for those animals. She was down there every day taking care of her animals and everyone else's animals. And she always shows that she'll put that passion in everything she does. And I won't forget that.
And my favorite part of the program so far has been being able to join FFA and work with all the livestock animals and the hands-on experience. And after high school, I will be going to WSU to study veterinary medicine.
Thank you. Up next, well, live and ready, there we are. Ms. Spider with our marketing program.
Hey everyone, Betsy Spider. Nice to meet you, or see you. I'm really lucky because my student of the year I have known for 4 years since she was a freshman. And she just radiates joy and excitement. It's my 20th year teaching, but Jessie and her partner Ava are the first students that won DECA glass at our international convention. And yeah. Jessie has a drive that's so unique to someone her age. She works hard in the community, on the school board, ASB, athletics, clubs, in everybody's classes. She's just such a unique person. I'll never forget one of my favorite memories will be she always is just cheering for everybody. So when Washington was announced at internationals, it would be Jessie, in the huge football stadium cheering for all of Washington. But, it's a unique and impactful leader who is so respected and beloved by her peers. And that is Jessie. And for that, I want to read, sorry, I'm getting a little nervous and a little teary-eyed, what her peers say about her. So Anton Block, my favorite characteristic about Jessie is how outgoing she is. Her ability to make everybody feel included, her willingness to help, and I think that she really enjoys it as well, which I appreciate. Katie Wright. Jessie has made my DECA experience so valuable through her amazing leadership skills. She shares her own valuable insights with the sole goal of helping others. Jessie is truly an amazing and unselfish leader who is full of energy and lifts others up. So, Jessie, thank you for being such a great person.
That was really nice. I love Anton. You guys better he's gonna be at one of these in the future, so keep your eye out. First I wanted to say, and I know this is kind of out of script, but I've worked with the school board, and man, I just, every time the CTE comes and presents to us, it's just crazy how impressive we are. Like, there are so many people in this room today that are being prepared for real world work, for real careers, and I'm so proud of SK for that. I truly love this district, and this is why, I'm willing to put in the work for our district, because students like you guys and students like us, and teachers like Ms. Spider, they're preparing us for the real world, so I'm really grateful for that. But that aside, today, I brought my mom and my grandpa and my grandma, who couldn't be here today, but she is on my ring, so we're happy. And I wanted to say that I love SK so much. Like, it's hard to choose a favorite thing, but definitely one of my favorite parts about DECA and marketing has been being able to vacation with Miss Fighter.
Mine too.
But overall, it's prepared me for real world work. I don't want to go into business, and I knew that before I joined DECA, but being in DECA has prepared me for job interviews, for how to dress professionally, contrary to this. I changed out of my DECA clothes. But how to dress, how to present yourself, how to be comfortable in large audiences, and how to give a good handshake. So many things about DECA have prepared me for my future, and it's honestly one of my biggest takeaways from high school. So I wanted to say thank you to Ms. Fider, Mr. Goodwin, to my family, and to everyone else who has helped me throughout my my high school career. So go CTE, go SK. I'm going to UW.
Woo!
Yeah.
Now you tell me, after I have tried 100 times to do that. Thank you. All right, I'll just wipe it off. Okay, up next with athletic medicine, I think Jeff Spalding. Yes, there you are. Okay.
everybody. Our student of the year this year for athletic medicine, a lot of reasons why I picked her. It's gonna be hard to keep it under a minute. Sorry if I go a little bit over. I'll keep it to a couple. I could go on all day. The number one, your commitment to the program. If some of you guys probably know, students here, faculty, Aubrey was in a pretty big car accident about a month ago, maybe a little bit longer. Yeah. Broke her clavicle, was in a sling. She was in class that week. And it was right before big dance, right? Polo, yeah. Can't remember which one. It wasn't prom. No. But she was in class that week, arm sling and all, medicated, but still smiling. Still good attitude, better attitude than some other kids that come through the doors with everything she was going through. Ultimate positivity, that probably would give Pete Carroll a run for his money. I joke with her that some of you guys I'm sure have seen the show. I like to make references to TV and movies and stuff, but Aubrey's our Leslie Knope. If you guys know Parks and Rec. She hasn't watched it. She doesn't get the reference yet, but yeah, she has to. She's just a little Energizer bunny. She's just go, go, go all the time. And she's even committed beyond our program into just our field in general, our CTSO, which is the WCTSMA. I know a mouthful, but it's basically the state sports medicine student organization. She decided to run for student office this year, and she got in, and they even voted her in as their vice president as just a sophomore going in as a junior. So really exciting for us. We're really proud of her, and I'm sure she'll be president of that organization after next year. I have no doubt in my mind. So Aubrey, first off, thank you for all the hard work, the keeping me going, the enthusiasm, walking in the door at 7 a.m. and seeing Aubrey's smiling face there, even though she doesn't have class with me for spirit, she's there. So thank you, congratulations, you definitely deserve this. I already told her she can't win again next year. If she could, I'd probably pick her again. So.
Okay, today with me, I have my dad and my little brother in the back. Hi. Well, because I am a sophomore, I've only had AthMed once, but I knew on the first day of AthMed that this is what I want to do with my life. It's just so cool. Like, we watched a video about a day in the life of a NFL athletic trainer, and then this year I got to meet one, which was super cool. And there's nothing glorious about the work. There's nothing glorious about the lifestyle, the 14-hour days all week long. But there's just something about it that is so awesome, and it's absolutely what I want to do. And this class, Spalding, you are awesome, and just the way that he teaches us and has so much patience with us, even though we don't necessarily deserve it ever. But really, just the athletic medicine program is just so cool in so many ways. It's so different. Yes, it's very specific to athletic medicine and athletic training, but at the end of the day, it just teaches you so many skills for a variety of medical professions. And I think my favorite part this year was definitely attending state, even though we had a super small group because we are rebuilding. It was just so fun, and the atmosphere was super awesome, and which is why I became a state officer. But again, as a sophomore, I'm not committed to any schools, but I have full intentions to go to most likely the University of Montana, which is where Spaldiggity went, and continue through their athletic training program and go through a master's there. So.
All right, thank you. Up next, our culinary program has a student to introduce, and Ms. Rourke will be coming up.
Hi, my name is Stevie Rourke, and I teach several of the culinary classes at South. I first met Malia as a freshman in my interior design class. she got on my radar, and I don't remember that much from 4 years ago. And she got on my radar because we do this thing right at the beginning of the semester where we do this thing called block lettering, which is what used in architecture and interior design. And her lettering was so good that I think it set the bar for maybe the best penmanship I've ever seen. I still have some of her work from that class, and I use it. But anyway, we're not here to talk about interior design. We're here to talk about culinary. So Malia took beginning culinary her sophomore year. Then she took advanced culinary with Mrs. Nass her sophomore year also, I think, right? And then she took ProStart 1 online with Mr. Poppy, and then I got her in ProStart 2 with me. So she's taken all of the classes in our pathway, and some of the things that stand out for me about her is I would consider myself kind of a budding chef also. I mean, I know it sounds weird, but I think the key to being a good cook is to cook with love and to cook with joy. And she does that every single day in class. I see what she does, I see the affect that she has, and the products that she makes, and they are amazing. Like one of the best, most memorable cakes of my life was made by Malia. I think there might be a picture of it somewhere around here, but yeah. So she also comes up, I would say at least once a week at the beginning of class. There's a lot of moving parts in culinary. She comes up at the beginning of class and asks me what she can do to help, which is so nice because there's so much to do, there's so much to gather, and just to have a student come up and kind of see that there's that much to do and then pitch in and do it's amazing. And she was gone for a couple weeks, and I actually missed you. It's been such a pleasure knowing you all these 4 years, and it's an honor for us to have chosen you as our Student of the Year.
All right, so today I have with me my parents, my little brother, and my boyfriend. And the one thing I love most about culinary is I'm a very hands-on learner, and with this you have to be hands-on no matter what. And I mean, it's food too. Who doesn't like eating food at least? And it's just such a great experience every time. All the years that I've taken it with all the different teachers, I just love all of them so much, and it's just such a fun class. Highly recommend to anyone. If you think about it, you should do it. And yeah, I'm going to ASU next year. It's going to be very fun. Yeah.
All right, Mr. Dutry, who's been waiting patiently you usually get to go first, so our accounting student.
Hello, everybody. I teach accounting and business law and something else, advanced business law. Related a lot to the marketing class. I have an accounting student of the year, but this year she's on all my classes, so we kind of had a leading edge there. Usually I'm not here because I'm coaching at the state golf championship, which is right now, and Mrs. Dutry usually has to introduce someone she doesn't even know. But luckily, with careful planning, no one on my golf team made it to state this year. Okay. So anyways, this year was tough. I had 3 or 4 kids that I thought could be Student of the Year, and I went around to make sure I wasn't going to pick anyone that was going to be nominated for someone else. A lot of times that happens with marketing. And so I kind of went to my go-to things. So I looked at handwriting, great handwriting. So she won that one. Accuracy, super accurate with her work. Speed, even though it's annoying, she gets done with her work super fast. Doesn't have anything to do, but that's okay because in the workforce you need to be fast. You finished your final yesterday. We started it like 2 days ago. Yeah, last week. She fixes her own mistakes rather than just trying to find a shortcut, tries to figure it out. She's just got all the characteristics of someone that's going to be good in accounting if she chooses. I think she will in the end. But I think you were more interested in law, right? You were. So I tried to get her to go to WSU, but then she told me they don't have a law school. So she's going to go to University of Idaho, which is pretty close, right? So really proud of her. Pretty quiet to start the year, not super quiet, but a little reserved. And you know, you grew a lot during the year, and you just smiled a lot more as you went on. It seemed like you were having more fun. So it's fun to watch you grow, and I'm really excited for what you're going to do in the next 7 years if you go to law school too. Maybe.
Don't fall. Today I have my mom and my sister here, and my dad's on Zoom. He can't come. Sad. But I really like Mr. Dutchery and all of his classes. I've taken him 3 years, both year 1 business and law, advanced business and law, and accounting, and I'm his TA, so, ooh. One of my favorite parts about accounting is, in his words, I'm annoying when I get done so fastly. But I like to get done fastly, and I do it accurate, so it's above everybody else, I guess. Mr. Dutchery has taught me so much the past 3 years, and it's honestly phenomenal about how much I've learned from him about real life scenarios, and I can honestly say I'm going to use more than half of that in real world. So I'm going soft, so I'm gonna cut it short. I am going to attend University of Idaho. I'm looking at psychology, but I've looked at a lot of majors. Or as Mr. Dutchery said, I'm a freshman, so I don't have a major yet. So yeah, I just want to say thank you for everything that you've taught me, and I hope I succeed from here on out.
Cut you a little slack, Mr. Dutchery. We know Miss Dutchery usually carries you. So. All right, Miss Winslow with AP Environmental Science.
Hello, everybody. It's so nice to be here. It's been 2 years of being online for this award ceremony, and it's just nice to see everybody. A lot of students and classes doing amazing things, and we have another one right here. So I'm here tonight for AP Environmental Science, and this is Marley. And each of the programs that are here tonight, they're kind of unique and similar in some ways. And AP Environmental Science is unique in the fact that for some students, it's the first in their CTE courses, and for some students, it could be their last. And in this case, it is the former, and I'm here to introduce you freshman Marley Nunes, AP Environmental Science Student of the Year. Yeah. So choosing the award isn't just about academic achievement, because in AP classes you have a lot of academic achievement, but really it's about what CTE represents, the 21st century skills, grit, aptitude, and the altitude of a career technical education course. And this year was unique. We started out and finished kind of in different ways, and what I noticed is that a lot of students started out the year really observing. And that wasn't Marley. Marley came in, and it was easy to see that she was like a real mover and shaker. She jumped into the role of ASB officer, secretary of our STEM club, vice president of Green Team, and a community service key club member. So she is very busy. And really, but why she's here tonight is because Marley loves to learn, and she is truly a citizen scientist. I would like to say that at least half of the days after our class, Marley would stay after class, and the students would leave, and she'd say something like, Miss Winslow, I saw this article. And then the next time, Miss Winslow, I was thinking about. And then the next time, Miss Winslow, I noticed that. All these connections that she would have continually between what was happening in her life, in the world, and what was happening, and we were discussing in our classroom. And so I had to add this, because even today, she said, Miss Winslow, you know, I'm noticing connecting themes between my classes. And then she continued to share connections of both the Lorax to the novel To Kill a Mockingbird. Marley's systems thinking never ceases to amaze me. So Marley, it has been a joy to have you in class. You're an inspiration to me as a teacher, and with you, I think the future's a little brighter. So congratulations.
I brought my mother and her friend. Wasn't really prepared. So I really like the class. I think it's pretty fun. I've learned a lot. It's changed how I look at things. Because environmental science isn't just like the science part. It has like multiple like aspects that relates to so many things like economics and like politics, and it's really interesting because you make all these connections like I do a lot. And I really think that I want to pursue a career that involves environmental science somehow, because I think it would be really nice, and yeah.
Thank you. One vote. Okay. Up next, Senior Chief Vickers and Captain Chaplin with their student.
Thank you.
So I'm Captain Todd Chaplin, the JROTC instructor, along with Harold Vickers, and our student of the year is Regina Obnial. Obnial's been with us for 4 years and steadily rose up the ranks to be the commanding officer this year. She's done a superb job, and I'll let Harold talk about some specifics, but I'm standing in front of you. One thing that's remarkable, there's many things remarkable about Regina, but one thing that's remarkable is through all of the stuff that we threw at her, she met every challenge calmly with a smile. Now, I don't know what she was thinking inside, but she put up with a lot. She did a superb job this year. She is going to Yale on a ROTC scholarship. To become a Navy surface officer. And interestingly, she turned down the Naval Academy. She had a Naval Academy appointment as well. So quite a remarkable student. So anyway, I'll turn it over to Senior Chief.
You know how I feel about you. Pretty good. Pretty good cadet. Hey, you know what? So most amazing thing about this person. Last year, after she got named our commanding officer, the first thing she did was walk in our office one day and said, "Hey, I got a plan." And I was like, holy smoke. And what she showed us that day was that she had a vision, and she had the ability to communicate that vision. And probably the most amazing thing that you've done throughout this year is to get 130 other cadets to follow that vision and to buy in. Absolutely amazing. The other thing, kind of going back to what Captain was saying, one day she's sitting in our office, she goes, I don't know if she had been thinking about this or if it just popped into her head, she goes, Senior Chief, I have the opportunity to turn down Yale. And I was like, yeah, that's kind of cool, man. You know, and, it's just like, I don't know, where'd this come from? But look, you've been amazing. You know that from the very beginning, boot camp, the summer, just having a plan and making all those things happen. Every bit of success we enjoyed this year, you and your team, y'all did it, man. That was incredible. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Now that I'm duly flattered, my people here today, I have my mother, Evelyn, my dad, Florencio, and then my brother, Andre. And my favorite part of the NJROTC program, or the most memorable part, is the people. My favorite part about it is that the impact that we have on each other. It's not measured by our accomplishments, but surely how we make others feel and how we make our environment feel. And I'm truly very proud of that. And as Senior Chief and Captain mentioned, I am going to Yale in the fall for neuroscience and under the ROTC program there. Thank you.
Mom, we're good? Yeah. Mom gets her, we're all right.
Last but definitely not least, graphics, our graphics program with Miss Kathy Duttry.
Hello, I'm Kathy Duttry. This is my student, Zoe Byrne. Student of the Year, she is a senior. I've had the opportunity to have her for beginning and advanced in graphics tech and AP graphics and my TA. That's it, right? And one time she tried to take advanced, but twice. And I kind of wanted her to stay, but it would have been boring. So she is an extremely talented individual. She's just always working / playing, right? I mean, if you do what you love, that's kind of playing, right? And she is so good at it. I want to make sure that everyone goes and looks at her pictures of her work. It's in the corner over there. And her investigation was extremely thoughtful and well thought out, and did exactly what it was supposed to do this year, and change as she thinks of new things. That's what it is, an investigation. And they're investigating art and what they want to say with their art. And she did a really good job at that. Can't wait to see her score in July. And she's also active with cross country and what's the other one? Track. Sorry. And she in art in general. And I'm proud that she is my student of the year this year. And I was extremely happy, although, you know, it's fine to wear a mask, and a lot of people still do, and that's great, but I was sure glad to see Zoe smile again.
All right, my name's Zoe. Z name, home stretch, we're almost done. I'm here with my mom and my dad. If I could give anyone advice, it's don't take 2 AP art classes at once. It's a lot of work, but I had a lot of fun this year. The graphics program is just so cool, and I think everyone should take it. Whether you're good at art or not, it's just so fun. And yeah, I just have enjoyed being in graphics all these years and getting to know Miss Duttry. I liked hearing all of her stories. It's definitely the most interesting class of my day. And I was going to say one more thing, but I can't remember. Oh, I'm going to Southern Utah University. I'm going to be studying fine arts, but if that changes, who knows? Yeah, that's all I got.
So as Kathy makes her way back, she's gonna give me the death stare right now, but she deserves it. So I just want to say a special thank you to her. She's one that's was here starting out as I was a student coming in. She's been here the whole time, supported me, supported many students and programs, has put in a lot of hard work, dedication, and is retiring this year after 20 years of teaching. Before that was a CT administrative assistant in the business office, has served South Kitsap School District long, hard, great job. We love you. We know we'll stay in touch with you. I thank you for everything that you've done. You've really built the graphics program to what it is today, so thank you. All right, so that one reminder that I have on my note sheet here is that all of the students, if we can get you to gather for a group photo of Student of the Year, please do that as we begin to dismiss. And then advisory groups, we're going to ask you to go to a location, so pick someone that you know from your leading group. There are some people in Zoom that we might be sending, so please make sure that you open up that Zoom. Again, I just want to thank everyone for being here tonight. It was great to have people in person. It's amazing to celebrate our students, our teachers, and everything that has happened. It has been really tough. It's been a tough year. Everybody, I know they pushed me, I pushed them, trying to find unique ways to get students out in placements and practicums and doing hands-on things. I can't say enough the amount of work that you put in and how much it's appreciated, and hopefully you saw that with your students here tonight. So thank you to you and your students, and good luck to everyone, and have a great night. Thank you.